American retirees are a happy bunch. All right, so we're going to check this out from X. I'm on X now. Yes, and it's my man Clay Travis, who I follow. And I've been on X for about a week and a half. And I somewhat enjoy it. I mean, I get a lot of, I want to follow like the financial guys like Andrew Biggs and whatnot, Med Favor. And I forgot Clay Travis is on there. And so, but it's good. There's a lot of incendiary stuff on Twitter. And I hate that. I don't need that in my life. I'm beyond that now. So, but anyway, so check this out. We got the 20 top 25 by overall happiness by rankings and age group. So the Americans number overall is ranked number 23 of 25 of the top 25. We're in the top 25. 30 and under though are ranked 62nd. Look at Canada, 58. I wonder why that would be. 30 and under. Do they got China on here? No China. But why would that be, dude? 30 and under. 62nd. Israel's number 2. Lithuania number 1. But anyway, but look at retirees, 60 and older, number 10. Number 10. And this is the rankings are based on a 3-year average with each population's average assessment of their quality of life. Gal Partners, the Oxford Wellbeing Research, UN. But anyway, look at that though. The Americans are quite happy. In fact, we're much more happier than Germany or Mexico. We're even happier than the UAE. Happier than UK. And look at UK is not very happy either. And I'm telling you what's going on. I think Clay's hitting on the head. We're happier than Czech. We're happier than Belgium. I thought Belgium, I thought France and all that. The people speak French. I don't see France on here. Any of you all see France? You know, France is inherently a not happy group of people. We're even happier than Israel. All right, interesting. And so why was, and Clay says, and I agree 100%, Americans under 30 are profoundly unhappy. Those over 60 are very happy. No other major country in the world has a happiness gap like this. My theory, the woke culture destroys happiness. I could not agree more. Could not agree more. Do they even have Costa Rica on here? Nope. But anyway, so how can Americans who are over 60 be so happy if they're all running out of money? I don't think you're happy if you're running out of money. I know it's shocking. So can we just put some context on here? Every single survey that I've seen, and maybe I'm just picking, and choose my surveys. I only want to see the ones that prove to me. But every single survey I have seen shows that the vast majority of Americans are content. These are retirees content. Not necessarily a freaking woohoo party like it's 1999, but they're content. The vast majority. Every single one I've seen. And I'm telling you, man, I think actually I'm going to do another video on this later today. It has something to do with having your mortgage paid off, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. I think it has something to do with having your mortgage paid off. Having your mortgage paid off and having no debt, it gives you a sense of freedom like you wouldn't believe. I think the woke culture is horrible. I think it's evil, 100%. It's evil against white people. We know that. You know, DEI is didn't earn it. That's what it stands for. Some guy just posted that the other day. I thought that was funny. Didn't earn it. I'm a DEI hire. Yeah, you are. You didn't earn it. That's for sure. I actually think the woke culture is horrible. I think it's horrible towards white people. I think it's horrible towards blacks too, and all people of color. You know what I'm saying? Because it says you're being oppressed, and there's nothing you can do by your oppressors. And then, of course, white people, you are the oppressors, and there's nothing you can do except basically bow down in shame. You're like, but I didn't do anything. Oh, how dare you? Just thinking like that makes you an oppressor. I just want to be judged for who I am. How dare you? How dare you? Don't you know? We got to judge you by the color of your skin, not the content of your character. You're like, what did that change? It changed when Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton came around. Actually, it changed when the Washington Post, there's a guy in D.C. I'm not even going to say the word here. It's not the actual N-word. It's a version of the N-word to talk about being miserly, and I'm not going to say it here because everyone will flip out. It's insane, dude. But I'm on, a YouTube platform. I'll respect their thing here. But there's a guy who talks about we need to be more miserly with our budget in D.C. A white guy did. This was in 1992 or something like that. We need to be more miserly, but it's a real word. But for some reason, everyone freaked out because it sounds like the N-word. And he lost the job for saying that. And after that, people said, "Ooh, we have power. We have power. We can cancel people." Can you hear that talk out there? By saying words. You're like, what? You can cancel. And that's why, I'm not getting to it. But anyway, it's insane. And ever since then, they've been hitting us like over the head saying, we're going to bash you and bash you and bash you. And, now it's just evil. But the funny thing is, I don't think the didn't earn it crowd understands what they're doing. They're putting a lot of people to say, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I'm telling you, man, there is a pushback. And a lot of these youngins are saying, yep, while many might be unhappy, there's a lot of pushback that's happened among the youngins. And trust me, I know because I have youngins. You see what I'm saying? And they're not necessarily conservative per se, but they're like, this stuff is stupid, man. Stop it. It's good. There's positivity. Anyway, so I think it's 100%. But why don't they do a survey on why American retirees are happy? That's what I'd like to see. And I think it's because they're no longer working a crappy old job, and they're retired, and their mortgages are paid off. That's my perspective. And I could be wrong. I don't think so. But anyway, one of the things I like about it's certainly not the case that young people in Israel, Iceland, or Costa Rica have a higher quality of life than our young people. I think this is a direct result of Americans being told their country is an awful and racist place. Yeah, well, my man Zuby. Not being able to afford things isn't great. Wokeness, smartphones, yeah, 100%, man. Well, Zuby. Hey, look at that. Love my man Zuby. Anyway, so Clay Travis, just side note, is just your old buddy Josh and Clay were the only ones standing firm against the insane crowd during the C to the Ovid, if you know what I'm saying. No one else was. Even in my right wingers, they were all nervous. Sticks Haxhammer, my man, even Dave Cullen, who I love, and he quickly got out of it. But there's a 2-week period of time, and that's all they needed. That's all they needed was about 2 weeks to say, hey, man, maybe we should just flatten the curve. Maybe we should just stay 6 feet as me and Clay Travis. That was it. And that was before I was like a truther, a conspiracy theorist. I'm sure the conspiracy theorists, they weren't on this, but I wasn't following it. I didn't know who Owen Benjamin was back then. I knew Curtis Stone, but I wasn't following him very much. Who's Jack Spurko over at the Survivor podcast? I was following him. I kind of go in and out of Jack Spurko stuff, so I guess I wasn't really following him much during that. Brett Weinstein was scared. Everybody was scared, dude. I don't know about my man from the the guy from MTV, the Podfather, Adam Curry. I bet he was probably right on this. Adam Curry and the other guy. I'm drawing a blank with that's No Agenda podcast. That's before I even knew about Adam Curry and the other guy. I'm just drawing a blank. But Clay, in fact, the funny thing was Clay was driving to get his jab, and I think they got a scheduling error or something like that. And then he turned around and said, I guess I'm not going to get it today. But he said, maybe I won't even get it after all. Isn't that funny? Like he was literally on his way to get his jab, and something happened with a scheduling error. And he never, I assume he never got it. I can't guarantee that, but I'm almost positive he didn't. But it's just him. It's him and me, man. I was sitting there like, I cannot believe Glenn Reynolds from Instapundit, Sticks Haxhammer, Dave Cullen, all these guys just, it was insane to me. How many people were just falling away like, yeah, I don't know, this could be bad. I'm like, have you guys not been paying attention to the last 100 years of this? Anyway, it's crazy. But Clay Travis, a sports guy, and the only reason he was, because he wasn't as political then as he is now. The only reason he stood firm was because I want to watch sports. And these guys are trying to tell me to cancel all sports. It doesn't make any sense. Young men who play sports are the healthiest group of people. They're the least likely to be affected by this. Why would we shut this down? And it's crazy. Anyway, so that's why I will always have nothing but respect for Clay Travis. Today was just doing a video today. He's like, I'm wealthy. I'm rich. I got a net worth of $100 billion. If they wanted me to raise cash to post my own bond, like they wanted Trump to raise $435 million, which is just insane. He goes, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though my net worth is $100 million. I couldn't even raise, I could probably raise $25 million in a matter of a week, but I couldn't raise, $550 million because he's tied up in real estate. And it was just kind of funny, man, how the red pill happened for a lot of people. But the red pill about retirement planning, man, why are these people happy if they're all running out of money? It doesn't make sense. All right, love your thoughts. God bless.